Alright, I want to talk about ALT today. ALT is the ticker. It's been very hot lately. It's been on quite the run. See on the multi-month chart it had a triangle set up which it broke out of, and it's just kind of been ripping ever since. See it made this first wave up, comes down, holds, and then it starts to rip again for a second wave. And I've been watching ALT for a while now, just because if you look back in September of 2018, Alt went from $4.60 to $36. So this is a huge former runner. Huge, massive. And so it's been on my watch. Because, I mean, when something is capable of this, you don't ignore it, right? You just watch it. That's crazy. Who knows what could happen in a few days? I don't know. I'm going to be watching it, though, that's for sure. So that's the setup on the long-term chart. You can see in this area. Now this is when they come out with, there's a statement of changes in beneficial ownership. There's earnings report comes out. I believe they were an earnings winner. And so after that news comes out, you can see that forms a nice triangle on the multi-day. And this is when I got involved yesterday because I saw that triangle. I saw it kind of gap up. And then I just took this this curl entry, which is very nice. Nice curl entry. Bought in at 470 and I sold it way too soon at 490. I guess I thought it would have to consolidate a bit more before breaking out of 5, but this thing just took off and ended up getting to 535 all in one pump, and I felt kind of silly. But, you know, I made 200 on it yesterday. That was alright. Then it washed, but I noticed it did run into close and it actually gapped up. So this is why I was watching it today for continuation. Okay, so you see the main level that I was looking for was like 535 because I wanted it to break out over that and then continue up. This one was tricky because out the gate it just started uptrending without any red candles. It just was going straight up with massive amounts of volume. So it was pretty good. So I didn't want to miss any big breakout, so I just jumped in 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares at 531.6. And I sold it at 546. And the main reason why I sold it is because it wasn't exploding. It was just kind of creeping along. And then I was just thinking, you know, it's starting to get slow. There's a big 550 wall. I'm just going to play it safe, lock up $150. So that was my first trade of the day. Just locked up 150 on that. And I'm happy I did so because it did have a very giant, scary red candle very shortly after my sell. And I'm just glad I wasn't involved in that area. Now, it does end up developing again. So, I mean, I just take the... I don't really know what to call this. I mean, it holds, right? It bounces off VWAP. It's holding above it, and then it just starts to curl. And so I just hop back in. You know, good risk reward here, I felt like. So I bought in at 545, and it starts to rip again. And I sold it at 561. So I just locked up another $150. So now I'm up $300 on the name. This area gets kind of tricky because I missed this entry right here, which is rather unfortunate. I mean, in real time, I did not recognize it, but it's much easier to see it now. I could have taken the 560 re-entry. The main issue is that this happened so fast. 100,000, 120,000 shares surged into this. It happened extremely fast, and there just wasn't a whole lot that I could do about it. So I missed that. I took the 3rd minute flag because I thought it would test 6. So I take it at 588, 1,000 shares, and I don't know what I was doing, but I think it touched 6, and then there was a big wall at 6, and I kind of felt like I was chasing it. I mean, because I was chasing this. 560 area was the entry zone, and I'm taking a 588 entry. I'm not very comfortable with that. However, I did feel, because of Alt has a history of making huge runs, I thought that the risk reward was still alright and that I should still go for it. So I lock up a $20 win here. I take a weird 595 to 594 scalp loss. So I take a $10 loss here. And I mean, I was kind of right because it got rejected again, and you can see it did sell off to 578. So I'm actually glad that I did get out of the way there at 594, because that would have been a scary thing to hold through. And then it recovered and it surged very hard. And this time I was quite confident we were going to break out of 6. So, maybe not the best entry here. I take 1,000 at 6, anticipating that we break out of 6, which we do. And I was pretty sketched out myself. I wasn't really liking how I was trading. The ticker was quite choppy. I knew I was chasing the range. So I just locked up at 618, just a limit. I just knew that I could most likely, like 99% of the time, get out if I put my limit at 618. So that's what I did. I just got out right away for a $180 win. And it actually did end up hitting 645. So I sold it early, but I chose to sell early because I just felt I was taking too much of a risk buying at 6 there. So that was a lot of action on Alt, and I don't really think I played it too good. Overall for the day, I played way too many stocks, and I tried to do too much, and it actually hurt me. So not a good day for me. I am green on the day, $690, so it's nice, but overall, very sloppy day. I didn't really nail anything as hard as I would have liked. So, still good to be green. That's going to do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.